Welcome back over to Call of Cthulhu. We did a puzzle in a bookstore. It was kind of cool, I guess. It was kind of alright. Now we're loading up the next chapter. How lucky of us. So in the bookstore appears us traced a trail of an attempted burglary. And we found out about a book in a safe. About a book in a safe that was covered in. Apparently, the book was covered in human skin. Yummy. And our mind was projected into another body. Evidently, that must be what's happening right now.
His condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller?
That's
it's
what just
patient,
happened.
After all.
Are we a nurse now?
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me?
A nurse now?
I'm
Okay,
Dr.
sure.
Colden. We'll take
We're
care
a doctor.
of you.
Forgive
There's
me.
nothing we can do.
Doctor, nurse.
I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Close enough. Close enough to the same thing. Cataton.
What can you tell me about him?
He was
tell
highly
me
agitated
more.
an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
I like the fetal position. It's very comfortable. Yes, tell me more.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You
That's
did
all
well.
fair.
Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will.
Yes.
don't recognize
Where are you
him.
from?
Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
Yes, catch. That is familiar. Oh, can I see
Show me
his
his
fall?
That's not possible.
I'm sorry.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well.
Probably.
We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
A very likely story. I mean, but I obviously don't
That'll
know
do
enough.
for the
That's
time
fine.
being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Death.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of
Is that what
course.
all the sleeping pills?
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
That makes sense. Oh, let
Very
me look
well.
at him.
I'll examine him.
All right.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
I'm sorry? What?
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Oh, wait a second. This will be homeboy that gets like all octopusy.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Octopusy boy.
So, Doctor, An opinion?
Yeah, she's
I'm not
part
sure I have
octopus
the
now.
necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Obviously
Some of
not.
his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He's part octopus.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
It's an octopus.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
I don't know what
No.
an edema is, but I'll
Can't
pretend
you
I will.
recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
I don't know.
Whatever
It's
it
the
is,
21st century.
This man
It's
has something
2021.
inside him that
so
shouldn't be there.
stranger things have
We should
happened.
operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know,
Right.
I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Bang. Bet.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium,
Like I
not
said.
a perfusion. But that
Octopus.
doesn't explain his condition.
On the contrary.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch.
Ugh.
It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an
During an
explanation.
octopus,
You have to.
as I've been saying. Heck yes, thank you.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No, but I believe in
No.
octopus.
This
Or
poor man
squid or
is
whatever.
from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Corbett, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing?
Observing?
How about what you've done to him?
Yeah.
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients.
Huh?
Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
A man turning into octopus? Well,
I've
it could be
seen
blunt.
suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Yes, that one.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does.
That is.
I know
yeah, pretty
your
sure.
thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man and the others whose
Mayhaps.
medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
It will be, in time.
Sure.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but
I
I
just
still
want me
have hope
to,
you'll one
so
day
it's fine.
share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Cool girl.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning.
I see she's on it.
Dr. Fuller is this institution's
it.
founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything?
Scandalous.
Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Keep Mum. I don't know if I've heard that saying, the phrase saying thing before. Sure, we'll go with it. It looks kind of pretty. Okay.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Yeah, there does appear to be quite a bit of that.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Locked. No.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office. The answers must be hidden in
Everybody
Fuller's
says it.
office.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Okay, we're following the water pipe.
Elizabeth?
Hi.
You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as
'Cause I'm
always,
in
I'm
such a
cleaning
state.
it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need
Interesting.
Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow,
Girl.
the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut
That's
off,
true.
I have
I
to
do
go and
recollect
endure
that
her
from earlier.
reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, danke. Danke, Doctor, danke schön. Lisa, thank you very much. Is the bolt? Bad man.
Everybody says it. She's a witch.
You're a witch. You're an old hag. Alright, what's up with this room? It's that lighting. Ah, good. More medical, maybe. I don't know.
I have little
Hi.
time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Well,
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office.
oh, is that
But
his
rest
office?
assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
How?
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Was I supposed
Wait
to
a
know
minute.
this?
Where do you
Girl,
think you're going?
I don't want you. I don't want to hear
Dr.
it.
Cole.
I don't
Mrs.
wanna
Donovan.
hear it.
Nobody. But rest assured,
That will-
I...
Don't wanna
Wait a
hear it.
minute. Where do you think you're going?
I'm not trying to walk into his office. Let me just
Dr.
straight.
No, but
That-
I...
There. Open sesame. Okay, so
No, you're pulling my leg.
You're
I'm not
right.
joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oof.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be tried.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Oh, well. At least they don't have to clean for a while.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Yeah, well.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well.
Fair.
At least I'll know where to find you.
I didn't even look to see what room this was. It's the kitchen. Whoa. This is a interesting kitchen.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Apparently that's not typical. Oh my gosh, this is a loop all the way around. Jeez.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Ah, that's good.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Yay. We need to distract Donovan. We need to cut off the water.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Dying.
Dr. Colden?
Someone's got attitude.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station.
Whaling station.
What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Ah, Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
Huh.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Me too. Oh.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Oh. Yeah, what cost? Probably all of the costs. Let's see here. What do we got? Ooh, don't mind if I do.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last.
Well,
This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Oh, this stuff is.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding.
Ooh.
White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Oh, I see.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Are you not a nurse? Then do your job. Okay. Anyways, there's a pipe where you're supposed to be tracing. Did I go in here yet? Yes. Not the button I meant to push. Or I mean, this is just, yeah. Girl, you
I
need to
can't
work
shut
out.
this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Of course. Everybody needs a tool in their lives.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Right.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is
Hey.
incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
It is us. Well, normally.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Ugh.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
Nothing
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking
Yes.
after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never
Alright,
understand
told
why
them
it's so
that.
hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are
Get back
rules.
to them.
See,
Yeah,
with Dr.
yeah.
Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
The way
Understood.
people talk
Anything
with their
else?
hands in this
As a
game
matter of
is
fact,
kinda cool.
yes. A
And
man has been
annoying,
brought up
crazy.
from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing.
Pierce?
They bring them up
Sure.
without any
No.
explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Probably
Their
are.
affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Deep.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Yeah, well, we already got
Dr.
that.
Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Right, where are those two dudes? There you are.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still
Yes,
recovering,
same person.
but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you.
We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Huh. Got an achievement. It's hypocritic oath or something. Cool. Right, some sort of a tool. Find a tool. Okay, cool. Is it myself? I am tool. Ah, yeah, that'll help. That would probably help, you know, pipe wrenches as usually.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Alright, do we need to go back into here?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
Like a pipe?
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch.
Tracing
Courage,
hand there,
Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Too much movement, man. That wasn't just my eyes, right? That was actually, like, a little trippy.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Mm-hmm.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Alright, so...
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
You're right.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Sure. I will pretend that I knew what exactly what I was doing there, and that was... I'm supposed to listen to it now? We're not worried about getting caught? Guess not.
Conclusions. Session number 17.
Oh, let me see if we can...
Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
There you go.
The patient
This finger belonged to a woman.
Finger.
Why keep it here?
What she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions are the price that comes with her eccentric gifts.
Why is Ethan on medication?
There we go.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her
Psychology.
blood was the
It's
key,
a thing.
but I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Of course not. Probably frickin' everyone is.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Glad someone is.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller.
Oh,
What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the discuss what the
Is that
Hawkins
a normal
incident
place for
finally
Mark
comes
to
to
be?
an end,
Or is that a
I will
stereotypical place for
dispose
Mark
of
to
her
be?
belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
I'm sorry, what?
Of course.
Oh.
Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
It's the other burnt shoe.
I must go back to the basement.
Yeah. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Something tells me we're gonna get caught.
I should go another way.
Something tells me no matter which way we go, we'd get caught. Putting my money on we're gonna get caught. Hi. Don't think I've been in here yet. Make sure there's nothing I've missed.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Surprise,
Can't
surprise.
you do anything?
Donovan
sounds like
takes
a
her
real-
instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to find a nice autosave so we can wrap this sesh up.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
And on that side. Let's do this and I'll keep going. If you've been watching on YouTube. Thank you. It's been fun. And I'll catch you in the next episode. When we, I'm assuming go down the basement.